Hello. We're back.
Hi.
It's been good.
He's Michigan.
It's Michigan. It's cold.
Yeah, it was nice today though, honestly.
Yeah, it was definitely not like what it was the last couple days. I'll tell you that much. I'll say let's roll these dice and
There's yellow.
sip a drinkies.
Rolled it over to me. As I grabbed it, it was stopping on 1, but I stopped it.
I am glad you did that. That would have been real bad.
Ugh. All right. Got the 1 out of there.
Oof, okay.
It's a 10.
Okay. That's a 10. The cream. The
I
vanilla.
feel like that happened on the episode we didn't record.
100%. That's exactly what happened. Is that you
Cheers, buddy.
It went 10.
Is everything on? Okay, I see
It
the
is
waves.
on. I checked before I even started texting people or messaging people.
I didn't even taste that. I fucking... You made that little slurpy noise, and I was like, everything's off.
Yeah, I don't have regular ice, so...
Yeah, that's good.
I made a version of that on Friendsgiving. I didn't have... what did I add to this? I put the corn liqueur in here that I didn't have in it last time. Because it was good, but it was missing something, and that's what it was missing. It was really good. It's pineapple.
I think I did try that Jake one, I want to say.
Yeah. It's that one, but it's a little smoother because of the corn flavor in it. I took the it's corn, pineapple, in Montenegro. Because I had the ice for it, I did the throwing the cocktail instead of like stirring it like I did this one. I think I like it stirred. It's nice like that. In that one I also technically had pineapple juice, which was the throwing part.
Yeah.
I think, but yeah.
Oh, that's good, man.
And then this one,
it's for energy.
It's for energy.
Which, ironically, I don't need today.
Energy, more energy.
That's what that's from.
More footwork.
Oh, that's good, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just an espresso martini with some of the leftover coconut oil washed tequila.
I forgot to bring my clippers.
For your mustache?
Yeah.
I mean, I technically have some that I only use for my beard.
It's okay. I'll use it. I'll do it next week. If I figure do it at the hotel.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fuck up their trains.
It's not a bad call.
Oh.
Why do you check into a hotel every 2 weeks?
I gotta trim my beard.
Gotta clean up somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah. Friendsgiving was phenomenal. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Melissa were saying it was probably one of our favorites we've had.
It was a nice one. Yeah, good group.
Yeah, I was really busy. But
it was more chill.
Yeah,
compared to past ones. I also didn't drink as much. I was driving this time. And kind of just caught up with people.
Yeah. I don't think it was as hectic. The layout in the basement now that it's more open since we moved the bar.
Spread out a bit more, yeah.
Well, it felt so hectic before because one, it was definitely claustrophobic down there the first time. And then also because there wasn't too many people for it, it was split up between floors. So there was also a bit of that like chaos at, like on both floors. There's wildness versus like everyone could go upstairs if they wanted for a second, kind of just like collect themselves, whatever, and then go back down. Versus last time it was like, all right, there's people up here, there's people downstairs. Like Jules had to go outside in the porch last time because she wanted to just like chill, and I was like, it's really cold. So now, like, Phil put his ginger ale outside for the point of a fridge.
Yeah.
So
I put that shitty non-alcoholic beer I got out there.
Yeah.
I tried a different one. I found some good ones, but that one it tasted like a ginger ale that somebody pissed in.
Oh.
Weird.
See, I'm pissed I didn't get a picture of the turkey because I was running around so much. That when I ran up, I was like, all right, cool. And then, like, people came in, and I just started cutting into it. Probably could have let it rest a little bit longer, I think.
It was still pretty good, though.
But it was really good, yeah. it was, I think, probably only last year's maybe might have beat it. I don't remember, but I think this might have been the juiciest turkey I've had. I think last year's was a little better because I brined it last year.
I think last year's was a little better. Yeah.
I didn't take the time to brine it this year.
You didn't have much time this year, man, with how much you've been fucking working.
Yeah, which, by the way, I don't see ending anytime soon. One of my coworkers today was coming up to me, and he was saying that one of his buddies or someone at the plant or whatever, they ordered, or no, it was outside of the plant. They went to get a ram, and it's a 6-month wait.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, and that's currently, let alone if people want more, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh boy. Like, that's, I didn't think that because I feel like I see them places, but like, I guess if you're trying to order a specific one, it's a 6-month wait.
Yeah, and they go to places like Ground Effects, like where I used to work, like, and they're always behind too, if they're still even a thing. Because they were, when I was there, they were planning on laying off like everybody.
He told me that, and I was like, geez, I gotta look into ordering my that said, because of my corporate lease, once I switch to that, he's gonna apparently he said I can turn in my car lease to them, and it's not the dealership, it's a subsidiary of it, and it still owns the car because through the dealership or whatever. And he said, like, you can deal with your lease through them. I was like, oh, okay, so I just have to get their number, whatever the number is, and call and figure out what the shit is. But yeah, I'm getting to that point, and I'm like, that's stressed me out to actually have to, like, try and order it. And some, because, like, I have to go on Microsoft Edge to fill out the whatever form. I can't finish it on my phone like I was trying to do, so I have to do that at work as well. So I'm like, all right, well, so I just keep remembering to try and do it at work while I'm working.
Dude, that was I mentioned it before we recorded. I've been meaning to schedule a doctor's appointment to go get back on Adderall to get the drug that helps me remember.
Yeah.
But I don't remember to schedule the appointment. December 4th. It's been 2 years.
I need to book to like actually go get my allergies tested.
I want to do that soon too, and then the next one I want to try for is a sleep study.
I looked up a number, to be fair, like give myself a little credit. I looked up one number, or I should say I looked up a couple places in the area and found one that was the like closest to home that didn't have like okay reviews. Mm-hmm. And I did call it, but it was an answering machine. So I was like, shit. And then, to be fair, that was my initiative that I had, and it went away. So I need to do that again because I'm going to kill myself sneezing.
Yeah. I want to do the allergy study too because there's a lot of weird allergies. Nothing fully diagnosed, and there's a lot of triggers for migraines. So I want to see if like the triggers for migraines are just allergies.
I mean, that could definitely be some of it. Melissa's starting to get more migraines here and there, so it's like
the weather change too, man. Chrissy's been bad.
Yeah, I'm glad it's been. I think I had one like maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago. It's been a second since then. I've been doing my best. Most of my problem is I'll sneeze and then I just get like. It's not that I sneeze, it's I sneeze in a place that I can't sneeze, so I have to stop it, and then I stop it, and the pressure gets stuck in my face, and then it just hurts my face for like 2 hours.
I had the last migraine I had was Yomicon.
Oh.
I helped Nick with that cosplay the whole time.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it on here.
A little bit.
But then like the contest started late and ran late. And I was going to go over there and hang out after, have a beer, chill, maybe get some food. Teresa was excited too. She's like, yeah, you got to come over, blah, 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 hang out because you haven't been home. And then like we got in the car, started driving, and like 5 minutes into the drive, I was like, I'm going to need to go home right away. Like my head I could feel it coming on. And then I got home, fucking downed a bottle of water, closed my blinds, and just went.
Yeah. Get there before it gets bad.
I was like, I know it's coming. Because I woke up after a migraine, I'm always like so exhausted and shit. And like I woke up with like the same body aches I get from a migraine. So I was like, I'm so glad I fell asleep.
Yeah, at least slept through the whatever it was. Yeah, Melissa had a migraine yesterday. I think she was saying it's kind of gone today, which is nice. But we were, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Lost it, guys. Sorry.
There's that 10.
There's that 10. That's the content you come here for.
Yeah.
Really,
it's just for us to catch up.
Yeah.
But,
I keep getting fucking calls from like Roseville, Warren. They keep being. It's just like every time I don't answer it. Oh, I've started to just answer and I don't speak, and then it just hangs up because that's a robot. And I'm like,
yeah. I'm getting one. And it's funny to see because I got that spam blocker.
I'm
thing.
about to use it.
But I haven't blocked it. But I have looked it up and I've called USAA because it's saying it's USAA. Like it's the USAA number. It's saying a different name, and then when USAA themselves call me, it says USAA. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I looked it up and I called USAA, and they're like, yeah, somebody might be spoofing our number, like, which is a thing you can do now. But all the people on it's like an app for the Truecaller thing, so you can see the comments to be like, hey, what is this number? And people will be like, it's this place, like, blah blah blah, don't answer. But there's all these boomers on there that are like, this is a legitimate company, it's a veteran fucking bank. And then there's like one dude who's like, hey, no, somebody's spoofing the number, don't give any of your information. And then I'm in there like, yeah, don't do that, call USAA.
Yes.
Like, and then USAA themselves posted on there, they're like, hey, we will never ask you for any banking information. If we call you asking for information, hang up and call us back.
Yeah.
Like, because we're never going to ask you that. Like,
unless you have a situation that you're supposed to be talking to them in a scenario where that might come up.
Yep.
It's not them.
But it's fucking hilarious because all the boomers on there, they're like, you're trying to report this fucking company that supports veterans. And like all of us are like, hey, no. We're watching out for you. Don't give your information.
We're watching out for you specifically, sir, because you don't know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have. It's so funny. I'm Facebook friends with this. I've talked about him before. He's the guy that owned the studio that I interned at as an audio engineer years and years ago. Well, he's now a old boomer, and he has 3 times he has shared these fake AI images of Steven Tyler, the vocalist of Aerosmith, and either a child or some other dumb thing. And like, there's 3 comments in there just like, this is AI, man. And it's like, dude, it's how many times are you gonna read a fucking thing about Steven Tyler and think it's real with a long bullshit story?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, guy.
Dude, there was one AI video that got me. It was a couple months ago, I think. And then there's more to this. I got a point, but if you saw it, there was an AI video of bunnies jumping on a trampoline.
Oh yeah, I heard about those. Yeah,
and I was like, oh my god, that's cute as fuck. And I actually sent it to my mom, and then I was like, I think I sent it to Chrissy too. And then like a week later, there's the guy who made he was making a song a day for the year. And he's done some other like musical stuff. Like, he sounds like Brennan Urie really good. He wrote a song one day about AI, and it was like about the bunnies jumping on the trampoline and like, how do you know if anything's real, blah blah blah. And there was a line in there about like somebody falling in love with an AI, but how do you love something whose lips aren't real? And I'm like sitting there like, I was so mad about this AI fucking video I fell for, but then this man just made a fucking ballad that hits everything, and like, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like,
that's hilarious.
I wish I had fucking brought it up when it was popular, because that shit, it was going hard, dude. Like, talking about how do you trust if the sun's real when a billionaire can just make it look the way he wants to? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is all because of AI bunnies.
Yeah, obviously, I'm like, I don't think we'll get too much into current events because we're behind. By the time this comes out, it'll have exasperated even further, I think, at this point. But the files are starting to come out, kind of.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. They confirmed that they had Thanksgiving dinner together while he was a president, so that's nice.
Yeah, dude, at this fucking rate, and like, I do not get how so many Republicans don't see it. But at this fucking rate, it's not the Epstein files anymore. It's the fucking Trump files. Mm-hmm. And Epstein's on them. Mm-hmm. Like,
well, there's also, Melissa said that there was, she sent me one that asked about, ask Putin if he has that picture of Trump blowing Bubba.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Apparently they got a photo of him blowing someone. So that's...
Release it. I think that, honestly, that's why they started going so hard on AI shit.
100%.
Like, posting the fucking videos and, like, all that random shit. That way, when this shit drops, they can be like, no, that's AI generated. Like,
it's probably a good point.
Yeah, because no matter what happens, they're not going to fucking believe it. They're going to be like, no, it's doctored, it's fake, like, blah, blah, blah. And it's, dude, it's clear as fucking day.
Yep. There's a lot.
Bill Clinton resigned.
They're gonna believe. They're only gonna believe the Democratic ones. All the Republican ones are totally cool. Like, all right,
dude. Fucking Bill Clinton resigned over a blowjob. Like, arguably a consensual one, but there was that power dynamic. So consent or not, yeah. But still, Bill Clinton resigned over a fucking blowjob.
Right. They freaked out over a tan suit.
Yeah,
that's still always my favorite.
Dude,
it was a good fucking suit. Fuck you.
It was a dope suit. But the fucking like we were talking about the fucking ballroom he's building, which is actually a bunker. You know who else built a bunker?
Well, it's not a bunker. The bunker exists under that spot that he destroyed to build the ballroom, and who also did that?
Upgrading the bunker.
Also did that.
But who else did that? And how did it end for them?
One of my favorite examples of that one specifically was someone was like, here's this video of Obama doing a bunch of stuff to the White House in 2008 and whatever, and then all you have to do is look up where it was like, that was 2 years in the making, and it was started by Bush, and it wasn't renovating, it was upgrading the security in the AC in the furnace.
My favorite that I saw was them being like, well, he built a basketball court, and everyone's like,
he put nets on a tennis court.
He put nets and lines on a tennis court, and the tennis court was still usable.
Yeah. He just added different lines to the tennis court. And then they got rid of it when he left. Yep. Because we know
Biden wasn't balling. We know Trump wasn't balling.
Yeah, Trump wasn't balling. Biden definitely wasn't balling. I mean, maybe if you're talking about the balls on the bottom of a fucking assistant, that's the only balls he was playing with.
Golf.
Biden.
Oh, Biden?
Yeah. That's why I was like the Kane thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's so funny now that he's like no longer president and doesn't have the stress of the entire actual world on him. He's like
alive.
He can physically function because he's not like yeah. To be fair, they also probably drugged the fuck out of him too.
Dude, there's gotta be fucking term age limits, man.
There has to be. And we're getting to that point now. I think I think we're, the way I always look at the way I'm looking at this, every country in history somewhere around that like 250 to 300 year mark has a fucking crazy change up of stuff where they just fix a bunch of old shit because something happens, and I think that's where we're at.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna commit back to some of those old ways, but like, I don't know. I really don't know anymore.
I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna push things too far to
Yes.
the old way, and then there will be like some fun times.
To be fair, I am glad that at least the Supreme Court didn't do the overturning the gay stuff, because they knew it would be, that would actually become a problem.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking Stonewall would happen again.
Yeah,
Like,
I would join in on that shit.
100%, yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. But either way, I was like, let's get off that topic.
They're banning weed.
What?
Yeah,
Where?
everywhere. Like, you know how their whole campaign thing was states' rights?
Yeah.
And they were like, we're not going to come after the states, even though weed is federally illegal.
Yeah.
In their bill to reopen the government, they slid in a hemp, CBD, and THC ban nationwide. I don't remember the specifics, but I do remember it was like certain hemp plants that have like a very, very small amount of THC, like so much in it that it would do nothing to you. You would have to eat like the entire fucking bush, which is every hemp plant.
Yeah.
Will need to be burned and destroyed. Yeah. They hid that in your bill.
I fucking hate all. I mean, to be fair, I'm also about to be taking a break. Like, I only have the left over of the cartridges I bought for. Let's go with somewhere. I bought some, so I bought a cart to bring it there. But like, I'm out of my weed. I smoked the last of that at Friendsgiving, so I haven't smoked physical bud. And I'm like, all right, once this is gone, I'm gonna take a couple months off at least, and then evaluate if I want to even start up, or if just treat it like a here and there kind of thing.
That's kind of what I did with alcohol, man. I do drink a little bit more now that I'm home. Like, I was cleaning the house because the kitties got fleas, so I had to. We gave them all a bath and everything, and then I was like, I gotta rewash all the blankets. I gotta do my laundry. I'm like, I'm just gonna clean while I'm waiting on my loads because I'm gonna fall asleep otherwise. But then I was like, you know, it is fun to have a drink while you clean, you know. So broke my usual like no weekday drinks unless I'm here, you know, or if I go somewhere. But even then, I only had like 2 beers, and then I was like, Dr. Pepper sounds good.
Honestly, like, for me, it's more of like, I just like with cleaning specifically like that, like I just go like, all right, well, I'm gonna go clean and just go rip my bong and then throw an earbud in usually, and then just vacuum the house until it dies. Only lasts about like an hour, but like just vacuum the house and then do whatever kind of thing.
Dude, we got a Ryobi fucking vacuum.
Okay, so speaking specifically of Ryobi, I had to go to Home Depot a couple times to grab some stuff, trying to grab switches and all that shit, which I still have not gotten down yet, because, long story short, looks like all of those wires, since they're steel, they don't make caps that I was looking for that aren't they all say copper only. So I'm kind of in this like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this goddamn light? Because the lights aren't copper. So now I just like, I have just...
I'll look it up. I'll research for you today.
Yeah.
You can also message Kyle. Not your brother. Sam's Kyle.
I'm not actually Facebook friends with him. Is he an electrician?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Honestly, what I should do is just ask my brother-in-law. I did technically, because this is weeks later. I did message Brennan, because at the party he was like, "Oh, I wish you knew you needed caps." He's like, "I have a bunch of electric stuff," and I was like, "Oh yeah,
dude."
But no one checks Facebook Messenger anymore.
That's what was shitty, because I literally all the extra wire nuts I had from when we did the garage.
Yeah,
because Kyle was like, you paid for all this, you can keep the parts and supplies. He was like, I bought in bulk, you know, and that's all there was. And I was like, I'm not going to do any electrical for a while. And then I cleaned the garage and was like, I'm just going to fucking throw these away. Like,
I mean, to be fair, like, technically, I don't even need those. I'm still going to use those original ones. Well, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do anymore. I might get a different light that I know has brass wiring, I guess.
I'll research. You might be able to get away with it, and then hell.
Well, that's the thing, is I technically, I might, I need to actually, what I should do is call Ryan and ask him. But, yeah, it's like, I just need to find out, because the woman that did work there said, like, technically, like, I just don't know which one gets hotter, steel or the copper, because that's the point. It's like, if you use the steel wire and it gets too hot for the whatever transitioner and it fucking fries shit, that's the issue. And I was like, oh, well, I can't imagine that a company would make a light that is that difficult to install.
No.
You know, like, I would imagine it should work with what I'm thinking of, but I don't know enough to know that's right.
And it's electrical. I don't
yeah.
That.
I only needed that light for the one party. I won't need it again until March. I mean, other than me, like, making stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of, I do want to get it fixed, just because it is now bugging me that I know it's a task I started that is now unfinished.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking wires in a hole in my wall, in my ceiling.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm also tired and I keep forgetting to, like, do that.
Dude, I 100% get it. I need to fix the fucking garage lock. And, like, every time I'm like, yeah, whenever, like, Chrissy is home or Fred is over, like, let's just go out there so I can at least take a look and figure it out. It should be a simple fix. Like, I just pop it. And then, like, fucking, I knew Fred was gonna be over. And then Chrissy texted me and was like, the cats all have fleas. And I was like, well, we're not doing it today.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
You know, every other time, like yesterday, I was like, okay, Chrissy's home from work. We should probably go out there and do that. But then, like, I needed to shower. I started the next load in the dryer. And then I was like, I need to shower before I start the next load of blankets. And then, like, I was going to get into the shower. And Chrissy's like, are you hungry? Like, I don't know what to cook. What are you feeling today? And I was like, I've been thinking about DoorDashing something and can be easily convinced. And then I DoorDash something, and then we're sitting there watching TV, and I'm like, fuck the garage. Like,
yeah, sometimes, like, that is, like, I just think about those tasks. Like, I don't think about that light until I go downstairs. And the switch for that light is next to the one for the outside under the deck where we let the dogs out.
The window? That's a shitty place for that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not, it's an inconvenient spot for that light.
Honestly, I would have done a dual switch, put one by the stairs area and then one closer to it so you can.
Well, that's the thing, is, like, over the area you would turn it off. None of that stuff was there original to the house. I think the people that we bought it from put in those, because they were gonna build a kitchen, then they decided to sell the house instead. So, like, I think they just did whatever they were gonna do, and then, like, I don't know enough, and I'm not gonna go through the effort to change the outlet.
That stuff is simpler. Like running electrical wire, I can do that all fucking day. But you will either have to fish some wire, which is really annoying, or you're gonna have to fucking bust some holes in your wall.
Well, and that's it. Like, I just painted. I don't want to do that, so I'll deal with whatever. Just, like, when I go down there, just turn the light on, leave it on, and turn it off once.
I went to take a drink. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I went to take a drink, and I, like, looked down into my drink as I was drinking, and it was just balls. Like, literally my angle was just staring down your crotch.
Oh, nice. Well, I hope it wasn't unpleasant.
It wasn't pleasant.
It was. Yeah, no, so that is one of the more annoying parts of that. It's just like, God damn it. Especially, too, because, like, like I've said, every light I've changed before this time, like I have changed a couple lights and stuff.
They're pretty simple. That's why I was so confused. I was like, why haven't you gotten to this yet? And like, I didn't want to like push.
Yeah.
And be like, what the fuck is wrong, buddy? Because it's a light. But then like you sent me all that shit, and like I'm like, okay, so that's a little more confusing. And then you sent me the fucking different wires, and I was like, why the fuck are the wires different? Like,
yeah, like what? Like I'm sitting here like not expecting that to be a problem. Then I'm like, I'm just gonna triple check and read these caps and how I use them. Then it says copper only. I'm like, well, fuck. Also, again, the one most annoying part, I did check the like you suggested that because the kitchen is on that side of the house.
Yeah. It does it shut off the kitchen?
It does not.
No shit. They did it.
Oh, no. Sorry.
They did it properly.
No, what I mean is that is not connected to it. I don't know what breaker. I still don't know what breaker is connected to that corner of the house. So when I do go do that actually connection, I have to turn the whole fucking house off to do so.
Yeah, just for simplicity's sake, yeah.
Like, to be fair, like, I guess I technically could just, like, I don't know. At some point, I am going to just I'm going to tell Melissa to turn every fucking light on in the house.
And then just sit there and click.
Yeah. Like, I might need to get new labels and relabel everything.
I want to do that at Chrissy's so bad. Because when we installed the dishwasher, I opened the breaker and everything was written in cursive. And I'm dyslexic already. And I was like,
well,
I don't know what any of this shit is. So I just fucking clicked everything off.
Yeah. No, that's the problem. The problem is that actually is going to take, like, at least an hour and a half to 2 hours that I'm just like,
yeah,
I don't want to spend that kind of time. Like, especially because, like, it's only inconvenient, like, when I'm trying to change a light in the house. Like, it's not a massive inconvenience any other time. So I don't want to take the energy to do that.
I get that. That, honestly, I keep saying this more and more, but I think it keeps pushing me towards when I buy a house, I don't want anything in it.
Yeah.
Like, I might buy a full-on fixer-upper, like bare walls, fucking everything, so I can just be like, all right, I'm going to go in here, start with one room, redo everything.
Just slowly
go
but surely.
Go into the next one, redo everything. Go into the next one, redo everything. That way I can have, like, I can actually have the electrical set up properly to where it's like the kitchen is the kitchen. This room, maybe another room is tied together. The plumbing is fucking set perfectly. And then I can, like, I don't know, build some fucking access panels to where, like, oh, I got to get to that. Like, this is a secret fucking picture frame that I can open.
Once you get to that point, like, I will actually, like, come over and help.
It's fun as fuck, dude.
Well, because a lot of it is like, I haven't had the need to do any of this shit either, so I haven't learned to have that shit. Also, again, like the fact that, because the lights that were at the Greg house, those were dimmable.
Yeah.
They did not come with multiple wires like the lights I have now do. You know what I mean? Like when I showed you the pictures, like there's two sets of wires coming out of each bulb.
Confused the shit out of me.
So that was annoying, was that each light bulb has two wires, a white and a black. So that was annoying. So I have to combine. That's the problem. That's what I want the caps for, is so I can combine each one of those wires to an extension wire that I will then plug that wire into the actual outlets, because that's what they had before. But
the extension wire, I'm a little iffy on that.
That's how it was set up previously. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm doing it that way, because otherwise it's like, I mean, I guess I could connect all three wires.
Yeah, that's the way I would do
into one spot, because I was going to do that, but
I don't like a jumper cable. It technically isn't a jumper cable. But I don't like
an extra connection.
Like, that leaves, there's 2 points for error now.
See, my first instinct was to do the first version, and then because all this shit got all fucked up, I was like, I'm just gonna do what they did the first time, and then I know, because I know it works. But I'm just like, at this point now, I'm like, well, I can't do either version because I can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually do need to call Ryan. Like, hey, so like,
just to make sure. Yeah.
what the fuck do I need to do? Because he knows what to do.
He's a smart boy.
He's very smart. I'm so bad at reaching out. I need to also catch up with him. I feel so bad. That's part of the reason is like I feel guilty that I haven't talked to him in enough time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like, hey, also this issue, but also he also would be like, yeah, this whatever.
I get it, and like, if it was me, you were reaching out. One, I'd be upset. Because me and you, like, we talk decent
a
amount.
lot, yeah.
Like,
to be fair, I have also tried to talk to you about this to see if you knew it first. So,
but
you might have been one of the first people I asked.
I'm putting myself as like a generic friend, not like me and you, but like if you reached out to me and it had been months and we hadn't talked to each other, and like we were generic friend group, you know, and it was like, oh, hey man, like I've been meaning to reach out, I haven't reached out, but also like, what do you know about this? I'd be like, hey, dude, no worries. I've been meaning to reach out too. I'm shady at that. I know this about that, you know, and then conversation started.
Yeah.
But I, at the same time as me, I think the same thing as you, where I'm like, I can't reach out to ask for a question.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
No, I've definitely, because I've had this conversation with Melissa, like, about my really close friends outside of you, that like Ryan, essentially like the people that were almost my groomsmen.
Yeah.
Like, I just couldn't extend it to that many people. But like Andy, Ryan, and me, well, Ryan was a groomsman. Yeah. But like Emilio, Andy, like there was a while that I felt really guilty that I'm so bad at reaching out. And like they also game, like they actually online game. They like to do online stuff. I don't give a fuck about online gaming. I like just playing by myself. Yeah. So like I would notice. I knew that like they did that, so I assumed that happened a lot more. And then probably like a year, I don't know, 2 years ago, a year and a half, we went and all got lunch, and we basically talked about the fact that like no one had seen each other in like a year. And so that I was like, okay, like I kind of felt better about myself because like I thought they had all, at least they all really love board games. Yeah. I am not a board game guy, but I love my friends, so I don't give a fuck at that point. I just want to hang out with you guys. I don't hate board games.
It's just not your thing.
Well, to be fair, a lot of it is also like I don't care enough to find the good ones. My friends have found the good ones. Oh, yeah. So 90% of the time when I show up, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to find out about probably a new board game that I don't know, but is a fun time. Yeah. In 99% of the time, only one time there was a game that I was like, And even then, that was just like, they were kind of like, presented it as like, we're not 100% sure this is going to work, but let's try. Every time they say this is a good game, I'm like, oh, they're 100% right. It's a great time.
My problem with board games is I have to win. It's not like I'm not a dick about it. Yeah. But it's like I will find a way to win. See, and like when I play with people that aren't like, you know, close friend group that know what I do. Yeah. Like it comes off a little douchey, you know, like we're all still having a good time, but I'm like, I am going to get this point. You know, like this is my shit.
See, I am the absolute opposite of you, and not that I do want to win, but I very much enter the game very much assuming that I am going to lose, and there's no way in possible hell that I can win.
I enter knowing I'm gonna win.
I have had a couple times where it has happened that I did win the new game that I was entering. Multiple times, but like a lot of the time, like I don't even like learning the new game more because like that's just like mental stress, and I'm like, I'm just here to hang out. But also, it ends up being fun once I get it down.
I go in wanting to make sure
it's worth it.
My first priority is making sure everybody's having fun.
Yeah,
you know, and like doing what I can to explain it. Like I'm a fucking support character in real life, but I'm gonna fucking win. Like we played. We weren't playing like to win. We were just playing to play.
Yeah.
I think it's called Incomprehensible. I can't remember whose house we were at. It was when I first moved into Chrissy's place, and we were all playing. Or no, it was a little after because Kai was there too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I don't remember if Kai is.
Sorry, it hit me. I was snapping him for a while, and I haven't in a long time. It's been long enough that I can't now, without it being weird.
Can I still snap him?
What I mean is more of like we had like one of the really long streaks going, and then it just stopped. So I don't want to be like, blah.
Well, he got busy too. Like our streaks ended a few times because
That's fair, I guess.
But
also, I don't know. I'm gonna see him again.
But probably. But
you're not at some point.
I don't know if he's been diagnosed dyslexic. I haven't been diagnosed, but I am. My eye doctor and my regular doctor both were like, yeah.
Close enough. If two medical professionals have been like, yeah, we think you got it.
But we were playing Incomprehensible, which is like they hold up a card and it's like a phrase that's written out weird. Like it's not written the proper way, so you have to like read it and like try and figure out what it says, and then the first person who says it wins the card. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm fucking dyslexic. I can't even read to begin with. Like, what the fuck is this? And then, like, I'm bitching about it because I'm losing. I'm like, this ain't fucking fair. And then, like, people start reading the card out loud. And they're like, they go to read it out loud. And they're like, what the fuck is that? And then them reading it out loud, I'm like, it's this. And everyone's like, yeah. And then they keep reading it out loud. And I'm like, it's this. And they're like, you're not even reading the card. I'm like, I'm listening to what they're saying, and like that's my fucking way. Like
that's hilarious.
So then they're like, well, we can't read it out loud to you anymore, and I'm like, fuck. And then they're like, we can't figure it out unless we read it out loud. And I'm like, I
was gonna say at a certain point, like, did you just realize that you were reading it fine, and you're like, wait, hold on, that's how you're reading it?
No, I like the words literally made no sense to me because it would be like a.
I mean, if they're not supposed to make sense, that's even worse.
They're not supposed to make sense, and then they would throw extra letters in there to like, in a way to like, it's supposed to fuck with like normal people, that don't have dyslexia to like, kind of make it
hyper focusing on that letter that you're not focusing in.
Yeah, it's supposed to make it seem a little backwards, like. Yeah, to like give you a little moment of dyslexia, but for the people with dyslexia, it's like, you know,
you're already not looking at the individual parts of the word; you're reading it as a whole.
Dude, and it made me like dumb Parks and Recs joke, but it made me realize like I don't know if I know how to read. I've just memorized what a lot of words look like. You know,
I mean, to be fair, there is a very real thing about like when you can just like read, like when they purposely you read a Facebook post that has a bunch of purposely fucked up words, and you read the whole sentence, and then you realize, oh, they fucked up the words.
So many words.
Like that is real. Like at a certain point, your brain just it's smart enough to just whatever. I figured what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I fucked myself. Cause
nice.
Thanks. No, not November.
I failed.
I have too. Mine's a little sadder.
Just a little bit. That's so funny.
God, I was going to make a point. I was going to make a point.
I made you sad.
Yeah, I'm alone. It's been 2 years. This is my longest dry spell.
As long as you don't reach my dry spell, we're good.
It's the longest dry spell in a good way. Like, sad to be alone.
Yeah. No, it's a good pan. It's a good thing.
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
I've I've had options, and I've noticed red flags and been like,
yeah,
I'm good.
No, good things. Good things.
That said, what up?
It's just Ivy.
I don't think that helped.
I think your only options listening at this point are just whoever Ivy might try and set you up with, and whoever Chrissy might try and set you up with.
Ivy, Chrissy, and Mark.
Yeah, it's one of you fucking three
That's
at this point.
That's sad. That's sad. What up, Mark?
Realistically.
What up, Mark? What's good, buddy?
Remember who he is.
You want me to roll a persuasion check?
It's not gonna roll high.
I'm rolling right now, motherfucker.
Ah! 5!
Oh, damn.
Called it.
I got my cats.
You got cats. That's the only pussy you got.
Yeah.
No, honestly, though. But it legitimately, though, it is a very good thing that you've, like...
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say it, but you did the thing that I knew for a very long time of just being like, all right, like, you can have sex with whatever, but, like...
I mean, I hoed out.
I know you... Yeah.
I hoed out for a while, but...
I know you did.
Yeah.
But what I mean is... I was lucky enough that I knew I didn't need a hoe out.
Yeah.
And you've now reached that point of the brain part where you're like, all right, like it's not like I could and just whatever. If things align, sure, but like it's not worth it 90% of the time.
I will say also the fucking dating apps are a very humbling experience.
I can't even imagine what that's like right now.
Bro, it's so much worse.
Actually.
It's so much worse. Like when I was on it, because I downloaded them again when I moved into your house after all that shit.
Yeah.
And then I quickly deleted them. And
I honestly, I think that was my last experience. Other than like the one time we might have talked about it like years ago, that was my last experience with that.
Yeah.
Was just what you told me then.
It's so much worse. Like I got a few likes, back then, but it was like, I'm gonna sound shallow, but it was like,
yeah,
it
is what it is.
And then there was like, a few more attractive people, but their views were a little weird, and like, and there's an equivalent of like, the man holding a fish in his dating app. When I see a girl like riding an ATV in camo, I'm like, I don't think you'll like my dad. But now,
I hate to say it, but like my mind like would see that person and be like, I just hope you don't suck.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't look like shit, I just be like, I'm gonna take the chance that I hope you happen to just be like that and it don't suck, but you probably do. You're not wrong. I've done 9 out of 10 times you're correct.
I've done it a couple times now where I'm like, this would be so funny to match. Start dating a little bit and then be like, hey, like Easter or something, like, or at this rate, Christmas is coming up, like, hey, we've been dating a little bit, you want to come have dinner with the family? And then like, guess what, my brother has the same views as you. And then added fucking twist in there. Oh, she'd be like, "Oh, so you're adopted?" I'd be like, "Oh,
no,
I'm not adopted. That's my, that's my stepdad. He's my dad." And then, "Oh, well, what's your bio dad?" Mexican.
I found that out 3 years ago. Oh my god, dude, that really is hilarious to me.
But the point I was gonna get at is dating apps now, are even worse. Like, it's very easy to pinpoint those viewpoints and not. Dog. I downloaded every dating app. Well, not every. Hinge, Tinder,
the main ones.
Facebook dating, fucking Boo, which I deleted because they're using generative AI for their fucking advertisements.
Boo?
Yeah. It's a new one. It's supposed to be for, like, gamers and, like, nerds and shit.
I was going to say, I haven't heard of that one. That's a new one.
But I downloaded that because the first app I saw, I was like, oh, I'm a nerd.
I mean, it makes sense.
But the point I was getting at, I downloaded these in August. And I go on there almost daily. Just swipe. See the spotlight. Swipe through those. Close the app. Do you want to guess how many likes and or matches I've gotten since August?
0?
0.
I mean, that's the thing is like that's how I was when I was
back
apps.
in the day. I would get like, I'd get like 1 or 2, like I'd get maybe 15 likes every other week, which was nice little confidence booster. But like I said, it was like, yeah, you're not very good looking, or your views are really bad, and like
it's rough.
It's rough, and I do feel bad for the not very good looking ones, but there's a little bit,
Like, I guess like even looking at my stuff, like at the time when I was on there, like that was when I was also heavily drinking. I was not in good shape. I had not lost all of my weight yet. I never updated any of my like dating profiles when I lost all my weight because I had stopped using them long before that even happened. And so like I can't even remember what pictures I might have used.
I hope it was the nipple one.
Definitely. I hate that photo so much. I love it because it is like I very, very specifically remember taking that photo, like to a T. Because I took that photo and then I walked straight into your fucking house.
It's like, such a good photo.
But like, I can't even imagine. Like, because at that point, like, I was also like, again, I was very picky. I knew exactly what I wanted. So there was very few people I was even willing to swipe on. Because like, half of it was like, all right, half your profile is superficial. That said, in the argument for apps to give you some hope, Kyle found Amanda through Bumble.
Yeah, I have seen so many people do well on the apps, and like a lot of them were like, I've been on it for like 3 years.
It just takes one.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? I'll keep them going, but at the same time, dog. And
you look like a dog.
No, I meant I'm saying it's sad.
That was mean.
It's sad there's no likes or matches. But also, I was about to get to the point where, like, I've gained a bit of weight, sitting in Kansas doing jack all. So, like, I'm not very presentable. But also, like, even people that I've told that to, like, friends and stuff, they're not blowing smoke up my ass. Like, they're like, what do you mean 0 likes, 0 matches? They're like, you're a fairly attractive dude. You should at least get a few. And I'm like, nothing.
I only said 0 because you actually brought it up here, which means you've 0.
It's 0.
Because, like, realistically, I was like, my mind immediately went like 2 or 3, and I was like, well, he's bringing it up here, which means it's 0.
It's fucking 0.
I was like, that's the only reason you're bringing it here is because it's 0. If it wasn't 0, we would have talked about it.
If I'm bringing it up, it's either 0 or I'm fucking killing it.
I was like, or you were about to bring up, you're like, they are using a bunch of AI bots, and I have like, I can't filter it out.
I'm fucking crushing it. I'm dating Melania right now.
I am gonna be the third man.
I'm cucking Trump. That's the episode title.
I mean, it's also probably not inappropriate for what might come out in 2 weeks. By the time this drops, that might be accurate.
That might be accurate, yeah.
Again, this is, what the fuck?
It's November
13th today.
Veterans Day was 2 days ago. Thank me for my service. Don't do that. It's weird. I actually don't like when people do that. I didn't do anything. I don't.
I think it's better that on Mother's Day to thank them for their cervix.
Yeah.
Just because that's a funny thing to say. But, no, I was also like, just because it's cool enough, we officially booked our Greece
I saw.
flight.
Sent the Snapchat. That's dope.
So like, somewhere in the next, until March when we fly out, I need to accumulate one more PA day.
Okay.
To officially be able to like take this trip. Otherwise, like technically, like I've talked to like other coworkers and they're like, you just need to talk to the boss. Like you're good. Especially me specifically, I know like
you've been there long enough, yeah.
Well, it's not even that I've been there long enough. It's that I've been on this job for over a year now, and I have not fucked up once that they can trace it to me. The only times I've ever fucked up when we're like these parts aren't scanning, so I have to like stop in the middle of my routine, walk over to my computer and type shit in and then go back to working. And that's the only time it's ever been messed up. So like, and when I leave, it's multiple people taking over my job.
Yeah.
So when I'm just like, hey, I just need one. At that point, like, I'm just going to straight up be like, hey, like, we booked this amount of time. Like, my wife miscalculated what hours she thought I had when she booked the trip. So I just need one more day's worth of hours. We're good.
Yeah.
And that'll probably just be the day that I'm just going to try and give myself one more day to rest afterwards. Because
that's smart.
Coming in from out of country, which will be a different time zone.
That's smart. I'm telling you, I'm so glad I took that extra day after LA.
It's important. It's
huge.
huge.
Exhausted, dude.
Dude, I died after Seattle.
Yeah.
I had to call off.
That's the same time zone, yeah.
Yeah, I had to call off because I was like, there's no way I'm able to deal with
I was
this.
so hyped because we got back, I think we got back Tuesday morning. Yeah, because we flew out Monday night in LA and got back Tuesday morning. And then Chrissy had to go to school, to work and school that day. And like we got back.
I remember that.
Yeah, we got back and I was like, good night. I don't go back to work until tomorrow.
Yeah,
I will say it sucked ass though because I flew from Kansas City to Detroit to LA to Detroit to Kansas City.
That said,
fucking dying, dude.
I'm just thinking about this now. I do need a plan on like I do want to buy like maybe I won't.
What is it?
I was gonna say I want to buy like a nice bottle of like legit olive oil, but like the legit olive oil will also go bad very quickly before I would probably use all of it the way I want to.
Yeah, it probably would.
So maybe not. I don't know.
See if they have like little. I almost call them shooters, but
you're not wrong.
Little small bottles.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I've done that for hot sauce. I've been at random places that had like little baby bottles of hot sauce, and I was like, I want to try that, but
I'm not buying. I don't use that much.
Buy a giant bottle, you know.
That's a good idea. I might do that. Also, like now that I haven't even started to like talking about Greece was just like, yeah, we're gonna go to Greece. Like I have not conceptualized planning anything accordingly because I was like, we haven't booked the trip. Now that it is actually booked, I have to actually be like, all right, what do I actually want? Like every place I do go, and the one thing I didn't do in Denmark was I did want to buy a specifically Denmark whiskey. We didn't really have time, like we did, but it would have been like a little bit enough out of the way that I was just like at the time was way too tired to deal with. And I had also tried the whiskey and it was okay. It didn't like boggle my mind.
Yeah.
So buying it would have just been like kind of spending the money and then dealing with the hassle of that was a big part of it was dealing with the whole like trying to claim it at international and then go through. So it became like, all right, nothing blew my mind. They're not huge for whiskey there, but I was hoping if I found a good one, I would.
Whiskey's like an American thing, really. Like I know,
yes,
whiskey
it is 100%
from Ireland, but like whiskey's it's an American thing.
Scotch is yes.
Scotch
Whiskey became an American thing.
Swamp.
It's a different version of Scotch. Scotch was first. Whiskey was after.
You didn't hear my insult to Scotch.
What'd you say?
It's like it's piss water made in a swamp. I don't like Scotch.
I say I had that on camera. I do like Scotch.
Yeah. Well,
depends.
I think I would have to try a more expensive bottle.
I think you have to know. One, it's important to know that it is Scotch when you are drinking Scotch.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, I think it's a very hard, like, unless you've tried whiskey, like, if you've never tried alcohol, it is almost impossible to describe the flavor of Scotch because it's all based off of whiskey
Yeah.
to me. Like when you're trying to describe, because almost everyone has tried whiskey. Not a lot of people have tried Scotch.
Yeah.
Because the idea, I think, because it's not from here, it sounds fancy on its own. Because there are cheaper Scotches. I've never really...
way cheap Scotch.
Yeah. Like, the Kirkland Scotch is actually really good.
I never got that, but I was drinking the Kirkland rum and vodka and whiskey, and, like, it was decent.
I only got that Scotch because I was making the Velvet Elvis. Mm-hmm. And... Oh, no. I got it for something, but mostly because it was a big-ass bottle of Scotch. And I was like, all right, well, I want to try it. Worst case, I use it as an experimental Scotch bottle. And then it actually is pretty good. I found it has like banana notes on it, and that's why I use it for the Elvis cocktail, because when
PBJ banana,
yeah, when I smelled it, I was like, oh, all right, like it really gave me that banana
maybe
flavor.
I do like Scotch because I had the Elvis one you made.
Yeah. Well, again, that's also a highly altered cocktail.
Yeah.
But, like, it isn't a bad Scotch. That one's not bad. Monkey Shoulder's pretty good. It's a good... But that's also a blended Scotch. It's not, like, its own thing.
I had Monkey Shoulder with the...
I have definitely made something with it.
Yeah, I know you have, but I had it at the wedding in L.A. What the fuck did they make? Whiskey Sour.
Sounds right.
They made it with that, and I was, like, a little confused, because I was like, can you make a Whiskey Sour? He was like, I got this back here, and I was like...
It's like...
Like, that's a blended Scotch, not a whiskey, but all right.
It's like a... I don't know. It was
good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I haven't had Monkey Shoulder in a while because I haven't done a lot of Scotch stuff. I think I have like a little bit of Monkey Shoulder left, but because I only have a little, I'm trying to savor it, which is the problem. But like, if I remember correctly, it's like a smoother whiskey, but it has slightly fruitier notes and then smoky because it's Scotchy. But like, I did the one other time I got Scotch was to make a Blood and Sand.
I remember that, yeah.
That's a very good cocktail. I have not made it in years.
That one I don't think I should have. It was very red.
I have not made you a Blood and Sand.
Yeah, you have.
No, sorry, I have, but it's not the way... Like, so I realized like I was making mine differently, I guess. But like, I feel like I've made them, but they're not... I don't have any red ingredients in them. Because it's orange juice and lemon juice. It gets like a darker tint, but there's no red ingredients in it. From what I remember, it's Scotch, orange juice, lemon juice, which is most of the kickers. They have the two different juices. And then there's cherry herring, but that becomes like...
I'm picturing something with like grapefruit. I know you've made me a Blood and Sand because I remember it. Also, I yawned. I'm not crying.
Yeah, you're good.
But I remember you making a Blood and Sand because I thought the name was really cool.
Well, the first cocktail book I ever got was the one Melissa got me that was created by Alenia. It's called The Office. And it has essentially a bunch of the basic cocktails that exist in their versions of them. That's where I made that Blood and Sand. But it also It called for a Scotch that I have yet to buy. It's a very cheap Scotch, actually. I just haven't, like, I'm never looking to buy it when I'm looking for stuff. So
you need to get me a list, because when I go to the store, I'm, like, looking at, like, whiskeys and shit, and I'm like, I wonder if this is something Brandon would want.
Yeah, it's difficult. Like, I'm starting to create my like Christmas wish list for my mom on Amazon, because she was just like, just do that, just throw stuff on there.
This is a smart way to do it. Yeah.
Well, 90% of my shit is just all cocktail stuff that I can't buy. I won't buy myself for the most part. Like, or I'm waiting to, like, a fucking juicer, like a different juicer.
I'm not helping with that again.
No, totally different one. It's one that you can actually use like vegetables and apples and shit, not just citrus. That's the main thing is I want to use apples. But like that one, there's a dehydrator. Some different glasses.
Yeah.
Some other shit like that. But I also had ice molds. Different ice molds. So they have like those same molds I have. They don't sell just the silicone bit. They sell the whole thing with the different sets of silicone. So I can't just like use the same one. Like they're all the same exact bin and foam and all that, but the molds only come with the whole package. You can't just buy the silicone mold.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, all right, well, worst case, whatever. Okay, I can make twice as much ice fast.
Yeah.
But like they come with like the regular square, and then I wanted like the Collins ice, which is like the the rectangular cubes.
Like the long one?
Yeah, the really long ones. So I'm like, I just threw like that one in there and like a different one that's like smaller square cubes that like maybe for parties I can use or mixing or whatever. I don't know. But I'm just like, those are my little things I'm trying to add on there. And I know once in a while, like for parties, like people have suggested like, tell us like a liquor item to add, because we feel bad you show up and make cocktails and then no one...
I was thinking that at Friendsgiving, because like when we went to the store to get a bunch of like groceries and shit, and I was looking at the whiskeys and was like, I don't know what he has. Like at this rate, I don't know what's good. Like,
yeah, to be fair, that's also like very accurate at this point that I have accumulated a lot of different kinds of whiskeys.
Like, I was about to lean on like my old like gag self and be like, I'm gonna get him the fucking whiskey that's in a gun. Like, I know it's not gonna be a good whiskey, but it's a gun bottle, you know.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I definitely would just set it up there and never use it. Yeah, but like, or I would use that to like, I don't know, just dump it something.
Yeah,
but no, it's so weird because like I have such a weird, like I want to like have people over and host and do all those things, like, but I can't bring myself to ask anyone to do that.
I get it. I'm the same way, but also like, give me a list of like things that are good. Don't expect me to bring one every time.
Yeah,
but,
no.
With Christmas coming up, like maybe I'll see a bottle. And, there you go. You know, like.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, like, there are also a lot of whiskeys I don't have that. What I need to do is there is an app I have on my phone. I'll wrap this up here. There's an app that is just dedicated to, like, keeping track of your whiskey collection.
Is it like the Poop Tracker app?
A what?
Oh. There used to be an app where you could track where you've pooped. Like
poop tracking app
in the US. It's a good app.
At first, I thought you said a boob tracking app, and I was like, that.
One of those too.
I mean, I'm sure there is, but I was like, that's very specific,
very specific, and very inappropriate.
Just a lot.
Do not track the boobs you have seen.
Yeah, no, that.
Let me tell you about all the boobs.
A lot. No, the poop tracking app, that makes sense. No, I was trying to God damn it, I'm just laughing at that idea of like some guy's like, these boobs are here. I'm like,
you're these just boobs on the corner of 696 and 94.
I went to a party and this random lady flashed me while I was standing at a stoplight.
Yeah. I went to a party and this lady flashed everybody that was in there, but I was not looking. And then I turned around and I was like, were there boobs? There were boobs. I didn't see them. 1 star. That's a real story. I'm sorry.
Close enough story to that. We were, I forgot. I was driving with, her name is now Alex, but then, previous name. And it was like them, and then like one of her friends, and another friend of ours, Aaron, and his at the time girlfriend, and they started playing what the fuck is it called?
Padiddle.
That Padiddle.
Yeah.
And because I was driving,
Uh-huh.
one of the I forgot what the fuck her name was, but whoever it was in the back did the thing, and I was like, this bullshit. I'm like, we're playing a game I can't fucking interact in because I'm driving. I was like, I forgot that. I was like, that's such a dumb game, but it is like funny.
I always lost at that.
Oh no.
But also, like, you know me as a person.
Some people are well, I quickly realized some people are trying to lose that game.
No, I was not trying to lose. I was trying to win because I was, a horny fucking high schooler.
Yeah, basically.
But you know me as a person, like, I'm gonna follow the fucking rules to the game.
Yeah.
And like, oh, you're supposed to take an article of clothing off. I can't tell you how many times I was in a backseat in my boxers, and then I'm like, I'm not going further than this.
I legally would get in trouble.
But it was constant, and then nobody else was losing, so it was like somebody would take a jacket off, and then
well, that was like, it. Like at a certain point, like it wasn't taking it off; it became whatever. And I was just like, I didn't even. And that's what I mean too. Is at a certain point, like I'm sitting there driving, and someone was just like quickly. I was just like, okay, she's an Air Force pilot now.
Oh hell yeah! Congrats.
Yeah, like what? That's why I was like, you. All right, because
she's a Trump supporter now.
Probably
not her, mine.
Oh, I'm saying I don't actually know, but
maybe.
I think I'm Facebook friends with them. I am Facebook friends with them, but it's been. I have not seen them since that. I only saw them twice prior to that kind of deal. Like it was someone that Alex went to school with that was like kind of friends with some of the random people in like but I just like remembered like that, and I was like, that was hilarious.
Yeah,
that was a dumb time. It wasn't even worth it.
That happened once.
Flat chest.
I'm okay with small boobs.
I mean, it was great, but it was one of those. I was like, I made it look like there was a lot more at that time, and I was just like oh
yeah,
there's nothing there.
They played once. They weren't even playing Padiddle, but you reminded me of another story. I used to ride in the trunk a lot. And there was like 3 girls that were riding in the back seat, and like they were 100% hitting on me, but I didn't pick up on it because like we were going from one bar to another bar, and they were like, "Oh, we can just sit on your lap," and I was like, "I'll ride in the trunk." They were laughing, thinking I was joking. They're like, "No, we'll all pile in the back. It's okay. Like, we'll just squeeze together." And I was like, "No, I'm getting in the trunk." And I got in the trunk, and they apparently all 3 like flashed everybody in the car and like a bunch of people that were driving by, and like I could hear them all. I could hear them all wooing, but I'm just fucking vibing, listening to the music. And then we got to the next bar, and I opened it up, and they're like, "Oh, that was wild that we flashed everybody." And like somebody was taking a Snapchat, so like they fucking showed me the video, and like it perfectly cut off right here, but you could see the woo, and I'm like, I was in the trunk.
To be fair, yeah, that's one of those, like, at that point, you actually could just be like, I missed out.
I fucked up.
That's so funny. Yeah,
but
that
then, like,
sucks.
several months later, I was like, oh, they were hitting on me, and I wanted to ride in the trunk.
Yeah. To be fair, again, that's one of the, like, it just slaps you like, oh, fuck.
Also, they're boobies.
I mean, I had one time, the very beginning of our relationship, me, Melissa, and Becky, it was the first time I was meeting Becky.
Mm-hmm.
We went out somewhere for food or whatever, and the girl cashing us out somewhere mentioned something about something. I was just like, yeah, blah blah blah. She got me these, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I walked out, and they're like, she was hitting on me. He was like, what? Like they had to tell me. I was like, I don't
Completely
fucking.
oblivious, dude.
Well, that was the funny thing is, I guess they just laughed. They're like, you had fucking no clue. I was like, I'm not looking at it. I don't give a shit. That's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I wanted the fucking malt. That's all I was there for.
Dude.
And then we didn't eat. I wanted the onion rings, but we just eaten, and I couldn't also order onion rings.
Thank you for not getting onion rings, but also you should get onion rings because I can't eat them, and I'll look vicariously through you.
It's mostly that we walked in, and the table right to the side of the door it just had like the fresh pile of onion rings. It was just like, I'm fucking fat. I want them. Give me the calories. We've it's about. We should say bye.
Yeah, probably. Give me the onion rings. Bye.
Right. Yeah. Thank you guys. We love you guys. Be nice to those that deserve it.
Hey, fight those that don't.